Welcome to NK Telco Sports. Tonight we feature the Jackson Center Tigers and the Botkins Trojans in Shelby County Athletic League volleyball action. Live from Jackson Center, I'm Dave Helmstetter. With me, Jeremy Plyman. Interesting matchup. Jackson Center, we've talked about it in previous broadcasts, but the Tigers under Coach Kim Metz really on a roll.
They've won 11 of their last 12. The only chink in their armor, Fort Laramie Redskins in that stretch. They got McKinley Reichert back, and they're rolling since then. And in Kim Metz team fashion form, they're getting ready at the right time. They're a team I don't want to play in the tournament.
Jackson Center stands 12-6 overall, 6-3 in Shelby County Athletic League play. And now, ladies and gentlemen, from Jackson Center here on NK Telco Sports, our national anthem. And when you take a look at the visiting Botkins Trojans stand 8-10 overall, 1-8 in league play, suffering 7 straight league losses, but they're 7-1 in non-league opponents.
Absolutely, and they played tonight. They've tried to balance that schedule out. The brutality of Shelby County Athletic League volleyball with Laramie, Russia, Anna, Jackson Center all at the top of this deal. You know, you try to go out and get some teams that you can be competitive with. Last week they beat Lima Senior on a Saturday, and then followed it up this past week. A 3-set loss to Farallon and a 3-set loss to a real good Anna Rockets team.
Back on September 5th at Botkins, the Trojans fell to Jackson Center 25-16, 25-23, and 24-16. 3 pretty competitive matches, but if memory serves me correctly, McKinley Reichert was just getting back into the groove. And we saw that a little bit as the game went on. Set number 1, I do remember that, Dave. We talked about it. She didn't have any stats hardly at all that we take care of. By set number 3, that lady was all over the stat sheet, blocks, aces, and kills. Right now they're introducing starting lineups and rosters for these two teams. When you take a look at this, for Botkins, it's a matter of serve-receive. Just seems to be the biggest issue for the Trojans throughout this season. We've had numerous matches, and that's been the problem for most of the time for the Trojans.
And you're exactly right, Dave. It's been a little bit of their bugaboo, and the problem with it is when they start struggling in serve-receive, they have a hard time getting in system, and then they can't get going offensively. And when you're smaller, as the Trojans are, and not real aggressive blockers, it allows for the likes of a Presley Reese, Dee Lichtenberg and McKinley Reichert and Tatum Reichert. They're just going to take shots at you at a free net, and that's not a good situation for any team.
And also, when you look at the statistics and you look at Jackson Center, we've had them many times already this season, and the number that keeps continuing to go up, and it's a good sign, and that's their overall hitting percentage. Even though it's still at .130, it's risen dramatically because of the play of McKinley Reichert.
And her efficiency to hit and efficiency to get kills. And not only that, we saw it in our first game with it. Dee Lichtenberg was real good as that third wheel that she was kind of playing at that time when they were going to Presley Reese and trying to get McKinley Reichert back involved. And, maybe those games with McKinley Reichert out has really helped some of these young ladies develop quicker in their game.
Reichert is at .292 in her hitting percentage, and it's, risen dramatically as more she has played this season. So we're just about ready to go. Our officials for tonight's contest, we have Chris Langstaff and James Shoemaker, the officials for tonight's game as Kim Metz sets her lineup in the rotation that she wants and what her scorebook has, and we're just about ready to roll. Peyton Plattfoot will serve it up first for Botkins. Reese with the hit by the Tigers. Ludwig takes it deep, and she'll get the first point of the night. And an unanticipated kill for Ludwig.
That's just senior smarts right there, though. Big hit dug out by Presley Reese. Took a big swing to start off. We got Cameron McFerrin and Cambry Walters, both off the JV team, starting here tonight. And Ashlyn Gruey.
Gruey with the hit from that right side there. And ball is out. Reichert's hit will go out of bounds. We're tied at 1-1. So a little bit of a shakeup here for the Trojans. As in serve is Loy.
40 aces on the year coming into tonight.
Plattfoot, Loy, over to Meyer. Here comes a set by Presley. Reichert at the net, flips it over. Diving effort by Loy, and here comes Meyer's hit. Set, right side. Ava Butcher with the hit. And point goes to Jackson Center. It's 2-1 as Dee Lichtenberg will rotate back in. So we have McKinley, Reichert, Ava Butcher, and Dee Lichtenberg up front for Jackson Center. Reese with the serve. Lloyd takes it across. Ludwig back over to Bird and Butcher, and it's going to be a double hit, I believe, and that'll tie it up at 2. Ella Brown. Stella Braun into the front row for Botkins. Ludwig, Reichert. That will go off Braun, and the point goes to Jackson Center on the Reichert kill.
Just steps in out and takes a big swing. Stella Braun able to get her hands on it, but just when it's going that hard, it just reflected off and went all the way out of bounds to the wall.
Somehow you got to get the ball going forward, and that's a tough task. Jackson with the serve. Hit at the net by Meyer. Here comes the set. Reichert. Loy will dig it out. Plattfoot with a set. McFerrin takes it across. But there's the kill, and Jackson Center up 4-2.
Tatum Reichert with the kill.
Got to do a double check on my score sheet on this lineup. I should remember it from the junior varsity contest. Let's see how the Trojans do. Braun. Jackson, right side. Here comes Reichert. Loy is there. At the net is Tatum Reichert. Plattfoot will take it across for the Trojans. Here comes the set to Lichtenberg. She's short. Point goes to Botkins. And it's 4-3. Lichtenberg hit it into the net. And Jana Metz will step in to serve. Jackson, Reichert on the other side, gets the point. Takes it down the other side, and Jackson Center up 5-3.
McKinley Reichert, big swing right there. Not much you can do about that. Madison Loy's dug out a couple of them. Big hits from Presley Reese and McKinley Reichert. Doing a nice job in the back. And there's an ace from McKinley Reichert. And we've talked about it at the beginning of the game. Serve receive, Dave.
Ace number 19 on the season for Reichert. Solid server as one would anticipate, 94.9%. Myers hit from the right side. D Lichtenberg gets the block. Not sure if she shared it with her teammate up front or not. Reichert. Loy will dig it out. Metz with the set. Maddie Fry into the lineup. Reichert set right side to Tatum Reichert. Fry brings it back in. Braun will send it over, but point goes to Jackson Center.
Dee Lichtenberg back-to-back blocks here. Gives her team an 8-3 lead.
She's got 29 blocks, solo or assisted on the year, so add 2 more. Not sure if, I know one of those was solos, so she's at least added to that total that she has with 10.
Almost got another one there.
And a
nice
point
move.
goes to the Tigers.
Avery Jackson.
9-3 and just suddenly like that. The explosiveness of Jackson Center extends this lead to 6. Reichert stays in serve. That time it's a little bit long, and it's 9-4.
Good communication in the back row by the Trojans there. Madison Loy gave a quick little yell to Ella Brown, let it go. Ashlyn Gruey back into the game.
Caitlin Meyer. Dee Lichtenberg, Jackson, over to the right side, and Bird. 10-4 our score, and Dee Lichtenberg will serve it up. Eight aces on the season. Lichtenberg gets it across. Fry will get the kill. And it's 10-5.
Trojans' first kill of the night.
Libero Brooke-Ann Bird will slide back into the lineup for Jackson Center. She's, of course, in the back row. Braun serve will go into the net. Makes it 11-5. Ava Butcher in for Jackson. Ludwig comes in for Reichert. And Ludwig will serve. Maren Ludwig, tell you, when you look at numbers as an overall player, Maren Ludwig is pretty solid in a lot of different categories.
Consistent. You know, like you talked about, Dave, you look at her, she's their setter up front there. She's a senior. She's got 27 aces on the year, leads them in that. Just picked up another one right there, I believe.
12-5 our score.
She just handles herself so calmly. She doesn't, you watch her out there, she just doesn't really get too worked up at all.
Solid performer for the Tigers this season and throughout her career.
Isn't that typical for a Kim Metz setter, though? They just don't, they're kind of non-reactive. Just this is what we're supposed to do. It's very businesslike.
Trojans, Gruey with the hit. Ludwig over to the right side. Bird has it. Ludwig will try and take it to the corner, but off target, and it's 12-7.
Ella Brown got a big block right there. Dug back out by the Tigers, but Ludwig just couldn't get it back to stay in bounds inside the line.
Peyton Plattfoot with the serve, 96.2% efficiency on the year. Reese hammers it down. Trojans respond. Loy hammers it across. Here comes the set, right side. Reichert a little bit off balance. Gets it across. Gruey at the net, blocked there by Reese and Butcher. They'll send it back. Here comes Ludwig with a set to Butcher. Well, you could just see it coming. Though the Botkins responded pretty well to it. It's just they couldn't quite get the block, a full extension on that block.
It just seemed like the Trojans were playing great defense there, but they just really couldn't get into an aggressive offensive system, and the Jackson Center Tigers were just kept taking shot after shot at them. Big block.
Tiger defense recovers. Reichert will take it. It's going to be a little bit too long. 13-8.
You love to see how the Trojans are challenging at the net right now. they're not allowing Lichtenberg and Reese and them to have just free swings. They're getting hands up there and getting hands on the play. Ashlyn Gruey, Cameron McFerrin, and the company are up there doing a great job.
Much more aggressive tonight than they were against Anna in our last start.
Yeah, when we saw them last week on Thursday.
Soft touch Reese, and she'll pick up the point, 14-8.
Which, looking back at that, Dave, it allowed Stoddard and can't remember the other young lady's name. Reed were
Reed.
Yeah, Ava. They were just hammering things at the girls, and there was nothing to block it, and it was causing all kinds of issues in the back row. Reichert, good reaction there.
Get out of the way.
Presley Reese hit that one. Reichert got her hands up quick enough.
14-9. Point goes to Botkins. Ella Brown will serve it up. Sends it deep. Bird will have it. Ludwig with the set to Reichert. Count it, and it's 15-9.
Man, it is absolutely smashed when she attacks it, isn't it? And like I said, Madison Loy's done a great job in the back row. Her and Cameron McFerrin have dug out a couple of them, but there's been others that they didn't even stand a chance at.
Braun sends it deep. Reichert will get it across. Here comes the set. Caitlin Meyer will try it. Good defense by Bird. Here comes Reichert at the net. And McFerrin and
Braun
all over it, but it goes out of bounds, and the point goes to Jackson Center, and it's 16-9.
4 kills already for McKinley Reichert.
Brown, flat foot up to Meyer. Comes the set. Tatum Reichert, good block by the Trojans up front. Meyer regroups. Tigers will block it at the net and double hit. And it's 17-9.
Right
out of room.
Right idea by Cameron McFerrin. She gets that over the net. That's falling right on the Tiger ear for a point. Sarah Brown's going to call a timeout here at 17-9.
17-9 our score. First set action. Jackson Center and Botkins. You're watching high school volleyball on NK Telco Sports. Seventeen to 9, our first set score. Presley Reese, or rather Tatum Reichert with the serve. Point goes to the Trojans. 17-10, they'll be in serve.
Service error number 2 for the Tigers.
Jana Metz in to serve. Jackson, Reichert lets up, gets the kill. Knew she was going to see the pressure, just put a little elevation onto it, and a nice soft touch, and it's a point.
Just a little tip.
Set. Braun going for the corner, but it's going to be long. 19-10. Stella Braun going for that corner of the court, but it's out of bounds, and Jackson Center continues with McKinley Reichert in serve. Metz set to Maddie Fry, and it's going to be hit too strong. 20-10. Lots of good things happen. Reichert's in serve.
Yes, it does.
Strong serve. Fry digs it out. Metz with a set. Right side Meyer hit is too long. it's 21-10.
Right now, Trojans not real efficient on their kill percentage here, Dave. I've got them down for 1 kill. That's the only stat I got for the young Trojans here.
Loy will take it across. Reichert with a set to Tatum Reichert. Oh, and just misses out of bounds, and it's 21-11. Caitlin Meyer will serve it up as Ashlyn Gruey will come into the lineup. So Libero goes out. Meyer sends it deep. Reichert over to Jackson at the net. There's the kill. Number 11, Audrey Bird, into the kill column, and it's 22-11. D. Lichtenberg will serve. Oh, that's a carry. 22-12. Substitute. Brennan Paul will come in to serve. 13 aces on the season. Jackson. Tatum Reichert. Jackson again the set. This time to Reese. Gruey takes it across. Tigers trying to set it up. Little miscommunication, but they somehow survive. Metz with a set. Right side, Gruey. Strong hit by, wow, that Bird?
Audrey Bird gives her 3 kills in the set. Start off the evening.
23-12 our score. Ava Butcher back into the lineup, as is Marin Ludwig, as she will serve. Marin Ludwig with the serve. Ludwig set. Butcher 24-12 on the kill. Set point coming up.
Ava Butcher's 2nd kill of the evening there.
Ludwig in serve. Brown with the hit. Here comes Reichert. Loy will scoop it up. Gruey sends it across. Ludwig with the backside set to Butcher. At the net. Goes across. Ludwig with the serve and a kill again. Audrey Bird, and it's 25-12 our final in set number 1. Jackson Center finishes strong to take a 25-12 first set victory. So they go up 1-0, and we'll move on to the second set as you are watching high school volleyball on NK Telco Sports.
One of the biggest questions people have about broadband internet is, what speed do I need? That depends on how many devices you have, how many people are using them at the same time, and how much bandwidth each device is using. To put it simply, the higher the demand on your home network, the more speed you need. Call NK Telco today. One of our customer care specialists can help you find the best speed for your home. We make it easy.
Second set coming up. Pretty good effort by Jackson Center in that one. Boy, you take a look at some numbers there, Jeremy, and you can easily see why that one was 25-12.
Exactly, and the story, like you said, the stat sheet bears it out. 15 kills for the Jackson Center Tigers, led by McKinley Reichert with 5, Audrey Bird with 4, and a couple chip-ins from Avery Jackson, Ava Butcher. Marion Ludwig got into it. Tatum Reichert got into it. And on the other side for the Botkins Trojans, 1 kill.
1 kill. Wow.
And let's not kid ourselves, Dave. Jackson wasn't real efficient at times scoring. They were had a lot of them they hit wide, or a lot of them they hit long.
Set number 2 underway, and just like that, Botkins will have a 1-0 lead.
Service error number 3.
First set, 25-12, Jackson Center win. Flatfoot in serve. Ludwig set to Reese. That's going to be a little bit too long, and it's 2-0. Botkins.
You know, watching Jackson and it's quick, but it's not sharp. You know what I'm saying, Dave? Like, they're doing it, but it's just not as sharp as we've seen them play.
Loy has it. Flatfoot will set Gruey. Reichert, Ludwig, back to Reichert. At the net, there's Reichert's kill, and Jackson Center has their first point.
But the other part of it, Dave, we talk about it, they're very senior-laden. A lot of seniors out there. We're getting a long season here. They played 2 of them on Saturday. They played a little tournament there on Saturday. You know, they may be getting to the point a little bit of let's just get to tournament time here and maybe not completely focused, but that seemed like it was laser focused.
There was a little focus there.
Whew, you better be focused in that back row. The Walsh commit, McKinley Reichert.
And we're tied at 2-all. Presley Reese. And it's 3-2 as Reese collects an ace.
A lot of different lineups here from the Trojans tonight, and we've seen just a couple communication errors, and you wonder if a little bit is that from that.
Brown, Bird, Ludwig. Here comes Reichert.
Nice play, Peyton Flatfoot.
Boy, she did all she did to save that one. Ludwig, right set to Butcher. Butcher hammers it through, and it's 4-2.
Trojans getting their hands on it, especially on the opposite side there. Not getting a lot of McKinley Reicherts, but the other girls, they're getting some blocks on them. They just can't get them to go on the other side of the net.
Flatfoot. And McPherron with the hit. And the block by the Tigers. 5-2 the score.
Dee Lichtenberg, we'll give her a solo blocker. That's 3 of them on the evening for her.
Reese still in serve. Flatfoot sets right side. Gruey gets the point, and it's 5-3. Ashlyn Gruey.
Nice hit by her.
Caitlin Meyer. Into the front row for Botkins. Madison Loy with a serve. Ludwig. Butcher will get the kill, and it's 6-3. Good strong hit. Say we have a substitute. Substitutes for Jackson Center. Flatfoot will take it across. Lichtenberg taps it. Tatum Reichert into the net. Lichtenberg will get it over, but there's a carry, and it's 6-4.
That one was a little messy right from the get-go there, Dave. There's people falling on each other for Jackson.
I think they were anticipating something other than Flatfoot sending it across.
I agree with you there.
Brown sends it deep. Let's see how they work at Reichert.
Nice
Boyle
play.
Dig it out. Here comes the set. Meyer looking for it and gets it. Trojans pulled to within a point at 6-5 on Caitlin Meyer's kill.
Came into the game with 103. It's her first one of the evening.
Ella Brown, sophomore with the serve. Tatum Reichert.
Gives her 2 on the night.
And it's 7-5. Jackson Center with a 2-point lead. McKinley Reichert in serve. Meyer sends it deep. Tatum Reichert sends it across. Caitlin Meyer, but the shot is blocked up there by D. Lichtenberg and Tatum Reichert.
Man,
Lichtenberg is collecting the blocks.
She is causing all kinds of issues.
Jeremy, what is your car doing with the lights on?
Evidently, I don't know.
Issue?
I think they're looking to close the door. The lights are on out there.
Yeah.
It looks like the
Car
junior
lights.
high games are over, Dave, and that's where the junior high parking lot. And speaking of a light,
They'll be out of bounds, so it's 8-6. Jana Metz comes in. Should explain it a little bit more. There's a car light through the doors that's affecting the serve of the Jackson Center server.
they got a beautiful open window foyer right here, and the lights are coming in. And I think it's giving the girls some fits over here, flashing in front of them there. Tatum Reichert gets her 4th kill of the evening. Excuse me, 3rd.
9-6. Jackson Center is. D. Lichtenberg will step up to serve. You see that little car out there?
Yeah.
I was trying to figure out. I'm sorry, that's unrelated, but
No, you're
the little
completely
car
right.
is really small.
It's like a cross between a car and a golf cart.
I would love to interview the people that have that car. I'm sure somebody will know.
That's what you need around the farm.
Yeah, I get stuck. It wouldn't make it too far. Lichtenberg with a serve. Fry. She'll get it back from Metz, going for the kill, but Reichert will keep it alive, and Jackson free balls it across. Here comes the hit by Braun. Reichert right side. Bird. Meyer. Jackson trying to regroup it, and there's the hit, but it's too long by Reese, and it's
A lot of effort on both sides right there to keep that alive. A long rally. Both teams digging out big shots from both sides. Finally, Reese just hit it long.
Caitlin Meyer on the serve. Jackson. And Reichert's hit goes out. 10-8. Trojans move to within 2.
Crawling back into this one. Defensive kind of kept them around in this. Trojans right now only have 2 kills in the set, but defensively they've been awfully good.
Caitlin Meyer. Reichert with a set to McKinley or to Presley Reese. She'll get the kill, and it's 11-8.
I know nothing about it, Dave. But what position does Reichert play when she gets to college? Because from remembering her in the past, she's doing a lot more setting right now than she has.
And Jackson Center plays very well when she's in that position, too.
And she looks very comfortable doing it. And I wonder if that's what's coming down the pipe. I mean, Walsh is a very competitive Division II program in the GMAC. I mean, they're athletes, but without no means. I mean, Sarah Brown's going to call a timeout, down 13-8.
You are watching high school volleyball on NK Telco Sports.
Whether you do business from a corner store or a corner office, there is one asset your business cannot do without: the internet. Everything from sales and marketing, training and shipping, PR, HR, and R&D, your business relies on a fast, reliable, and secure connection. And now, it's more important than ever to partner with an internet provider you can trust. Get Flight Fiber for Business, backed by local tech support from NK Telco. Call today.
13-8 as Botkins takes the timeout, down by 5. Trojans trying to stay around here in this second set and have a challenge with Marin Ludwig in serve for the Tigers.
Trojans have to free ball it across, and that's not exactly what you want.
At the net, Tigers are going to win. 14-8.
Audrey Bird's fifth kill of the night. Man, they got weapons, Dave.
They do. Get ready for tournament. Fry into the net, and the point goes to Jackson Center. Of course, Jackson Center has they play at Fort Loramie on Thursday. That'll be an interesting rematch. And then they've got Versailles on Saturday, which will be here on NK Telco Sports, and then finished up also at home against Fairlawn.
So they got 3 good games left. I mean, Fort Loramie is the number 1 ranked team in the state of Ohio in Division 7. Versailles, I believe, is in the top 15. They're one of the top teams in the MAC. When all of them are ranked in some form or another. And then Fairlawn is playing extremely well over there. Coach Ashley Miller's got her team kind of on the come.
Celebron with the serve. Ludwig right side. Bird with the hit. Fry back over to Brown. Ludwig will set it. Bird lets up on it. Brown will put it up, and Drury will send it across. Ludwig. You can't beat experience.
Nope.
Ludwig said, I know where the open spot is on this one.
Absolutely. I've said it to you people enough. We're going to finish this off. I'll do it myself.
Yeah. Just found that empty triangle that often will develop. Ludwig calls everybody off. Bird hits it to Loy. Comes the set. Gruey.
Oh, nice
Tigers
play.
tried to block it, but Gruey's going to power it through, and it's 16-10.
Ashlyn Gruey, 3 kills on the night, leads the Trojans. There's only 2 for the rest of the team.
Got a lot of folks that'll be coming back next year up front for Botkins in the lineup. 17-10.
A whole floor full of sophomores right now for the Trojans.
Let's see, up front you got Gruey, Plattfoot, Brown, Loy. Sends it across. Here comes Ludwig.
Nice
There's
block.
some nice play up front by the Trojans. Riker to come back the other way. Gruey digs that one out. Plattfoot now back to Gruey. And once again, Butcher and Lichtenberg up front with the block.
That time, Lichtenberg gets a little bit of help. She's been doing all of them on her own. She had 4 of them coming, 4 solo blocks. That's her first assist block right there with Ava Butcher.
Impressive night for D. Lichtenberg.
Oh, they called it out. Or did they call somebody in the net? What happened there?
Was that no point? I scored it.
No, they gave a point to the Trojans.
So that point must have been in the net. Now it's 17-12. The score. And point goes to Botkins. Now it's 17-13. So on that block, it must have been a net
Somebody
violation.
must have had it been in the net.
So that changes that around. We didn't notice it.
No.
Not that that means anything, because Lichtenberg's been right there all night. She'll get a chance for the kill and get it. And
that's her first kill of the night.
18-13. And Tatum, Reichert, and Avery Jackson will come back into lineup for Jackson Center. Jackson to serve. See what the Trojans do here. McFerrin with the hit. Here comes the set to Reichert. Brown gets it across. Lichtenberg sends it deep. Here comes the set by Plattfoot to Meyer. Reichert to Jackson. Tatum Reichert. Loy, here comes Plattfoot's set. Meyer sends it deep. Another set by Jackson. What was that, about 4 sets? Between about 4 or 5 attempted sets by both teams. But I'll tell you what, when it gets into McKinley Reichert's hands,
look out.
I don't think anybody would have stopped that one. It was out? No, can't be. I guess it was.
Okay.
Point goes to Botkins. It's 18-15.
Things happen fast here, evidently.
I guess I should look at the line, Judge.
I guess so.
I just thought it was in. Looked in from here.
Yeah, it did.
That's all I can say.
I think the reaction of Madison Loy made us think it was in because she tried to take a swing at it. Now Ella Brown gets an ace.
How about that? Botkins going to crawl back into this one. 18-16.
Great effort here by the Trojans. Fighting out every point.
Brown. Lichtenberg will get the kill, and it's 19-16 off the assist from Jackson. Reichert with the serve. Meyer. Jackson sets up Tatum Reichert. Meyer gets it across. Tatum, or Avery Jackson with a set to Bird. Here comes Meyer with a good look at it. Reichert will wind up, sends it deep. Loy calls everybody off. Meyer takes it across. Right side is Bird, and he'll get it. Audrey Bird with the kill at 2016. What a rally that time for these two teams.
Dave, I'm going to tell you somebody whose name is not in the offensive category, and that's what we do a lot of them here. But Madison Loy has played extremely well in that back row tonight. She has dug out a ton of them.
And Stella Braun will get the point on the kill. It's 2017. Fry will rotate in, as does Metz.
And it's not only she dug them out, she's put that in a spot that Peyton Patfoot and Jana Metz can set other teammates. She's done a great job in that back row as the libero.
Lichtenberg will get the kill. 21-17. In serve, D. Lichtenberg. Metz sets Myers. Lichtenberg with a dig. Jackson with the assist to Reichert, and it's 22-17. Things finally now opening up for Jackson Center. Boy, the Trojans really came on strong.
Played really extremely well. And even playing well right now here in these last couple points, it's just getting outplayed a little bit, and that's okay.
And the hit by Braun is long. And it's 23-17. Botkins coach Sarah Brown will take the timeout. Our score, Jackson Center 23, Botkins 17. You're watching high school volleyball on NK Telco Sports. (23-17) our score. Lichtenberg with the serve. Fries sends it up to Metz. Here comes Fries. Hit. She'll get the kill. 23-18.
Maddie Fry's second kill of the night. She came in with 125, leading the Trojans.
Myers sends it deep. Jackson, right side. Reese, point to Jackson center. 24-18. Set point coming up.
Tigers had about a little lull in there, about 6 or 7 points. Now all of a sudden here late in the set, kind of getting themselves back together and going to Presley Reese and McKinley Reichert.
Ludwig with the serve. Ludwig to Reese, and she'll wrap it up. 25-18, the final. Jackson Center. They took the first set 25-12. They hold off Botkins in set number 2, 25-18. They have a 2-0 set lead. They move on to our third set, Jackson Center and Botkins, as you are watching high school volleyball on NK Telco Sports.
Today's households are using more connected devices than ever before. TVs are streaming, smartphones are browsing, security cameras are watching, and virtual assistants are, well, assisting.
You'll need an umbrella today.
As you add more devices, we are constantly improving our technology to deliver the fastest and most reliable internet to your home. So make sure you have enough bandwidth.
Get NK Telco high-speed internet with speeds up to 1 gig. Call 1-888-NK-TELCO today.
On to the third set we go. Jackson Center with a 2-0 lead. And Botkins will start out with their first point. 1-0 Trojans, set number 3. Flatfoot with the serve. Ludwig. Going to be on.
What do you call Ludwig into the net?
Underneath the net, I do believe.
I don't quite understand it because sometimes they let it go and sometimes they call it.
Yeah, her foot was on the line, so I don't think it was a lift.
I don't think so. Stats from set number 2 there for the Trojans: 6 kills, 1 assist. They were led by Ashlyn Gruey with 3 kills, as Ella Brown gets her first kill of the night. For the Jackson Center Tigers, 16 kills, an ace, 2 blocks. They were led by D. Lichtenberg, McKinley Reichert, Presley Reese with 3 kills each.
Presley Reese. That's in. Point goes to Jackson Center. Reese with the kill. Lichtenberg back in as the libero Brooke Ann Bird goes out. Reese serves it. Flatfoot takes it across. Loy. Flatfoot with a set to Meyer. Ludwig, strong hit by Reichert. And Botkins up 4-2. Reichert's hit goes out of bounds.
Just a little bit long.
Ella Brown gets the signal to serve. Ludwig, Reichert with the dink and the point, 4-3.
Her approach is so long at times, and it gives her a lot of room there to analyze what's happening. And when she sees 2 blockers come up and it opens right to her left, she just kind of dinks it over there, guides it over, and gets a point.
Avery Jackson into the net, and point goes to Jackson Center. We're tied at 4-all. Jackson will continue to serve. Meyer, here comes Lichtenberg, will send it across. Comes the set for Braun. Lichtenberg with the block. Botkins will recover. Now they got to communicate, and 4 hits, and the point goes to Jackson Center, 5-4. Avery Jackson. That's going to be an ace, and Jackson Center up 6-4. That's one of those you're hoping it's long.
Yeah, and I'm not sure that one had much of a chance there. That fell in by about 3 feet, Dave. Good heads up by Cameron McFerrin.
Reichert. Oh, my. Lichtenberg.
Just toss that back over.
Lichtenberg had that one.
Yeah, she did.
That was a dunk.
She threw that down in a hurry. Overpass there by the Trojans, and D. Lichtenberg just served it right back up the other way.
But point goes to Botkins. Metzen serve. Reichert. Loy has it. Now Metz with the set. Fry. Jackson will hit it up to Reichert. Tatum Reichert. Comes Metz with the set to Caitlin Meyer. Good response by McKinley Reichert, and that hit goes in, and it's 7-5. Boy, that's a backbreaker.
Yeah, it is.
For the Trojans, because it's 7-5 now. When you're down 2-0, you're looking at a young squad. You're looking for some positive things. 1,000 career digs.
Miss McKinley Reichert. I'll take that ball and roll it off to the side. Congratulations to that young lady.
That's quite a career accomplishment.
Yes, it is. I did not look up the stats for her career, Dave, for both kills and digs, but she's got to be up there an awful long way.
128 digs this season coming into tonight. And Tatum Reichert will get the point. 8-5.
If you're the Trojans, you need to dig deep here, because this has got a bad feeling the way this is going here all of a sudden the last couple points, Dave.
Meyer. Right side, Bird. Meyer sends it back. Comes a set. Not going to quite be there. A little bit too long for Tatum Reichert, and that'll make it 8-6.
Big stop there for the Trojans.
Ashlyn Gurry will come back into the Botkins lineup. Caitlin Meyer with the serve. Jackson, Bird gets the kill and the point. 9-6 our score. Presley Reese will come back in. This time for the libero, Brooke Ann Bird.
Audrey Bird's got 7 kills on the night.
There's the block up front, but it goes out of bounds, so it's 9-7. And Stella Braun will serve. (10-7). Just thinking, I go, Botkins needs a big play. Needs to make something happen. And
service error is not the play you were looking for, I don't think.
No. Just hope Maddie Fry's all right.
Yeah, it hit her square in the back. Stretching it out a little bit over there. It's probably stinging a little bit.
Fry's hit into the net. Or rather, was that Brown? Brown's hit into the net, 11-7.
Trojans have struggled when Ludwig's been in serve here a little bit. This has been a tough rotation for them. Cambry Walters is on her knees digging that one out. And that one hits the antenna.
And Ludwig continues to serve. Well, you're so right. Things have, most of the time that I've had Jackson Center, good things almost always happen when Ludwig's in serve.
Came in with 27 aces. She's up to 30. Gives her 3.
97% serving percentage.
And here's the thing.
Wow.
Like, her ball has so much movement on it. She's not hammering it over there, but it causes teams all kinds of issues, evidently.
She has had only 6 serving errors on the season.
Wow.
That is an impressive stat. Brooke Ann Bird will get the kill, 14-7. That's pretty impressive when you start to dig into the numbers. And she's probably served as many times as anyone.
Absolutely.
On the team. So timeout. Our score, Jackson Center 14, Botkins 7. You're watching high school volleyball on NK Telco Sports. Maren Ludwig will continue following the Botkins timeout in serve. Mets will send it over. Ludwig, Reichert, Brooke Ann Bird. And the Trojans will pick up the point after the timeout. Always a good thing.
It's exactly what Sarah Brown, coach, would have wanted to order right there.
Peyton Plattfoot. Ludwig, right side to Bird, and somebody's in the net. And it's going to be Brooke Ann Bird, I guess.
Set got a little too close to the net there.
14-9, Plattfoot continues to serve. And Stella Brown. Trojans put together 3 straight points here, pulled to within 4.
Jackson Center a little sloppy on serve receive here. I don't know what Kim Metz writes down on her clipboard. I wonder if it's that, though, Dave.
I would think it might be. Reese Loy, once again, she digs it back out. McPherson sends it across, or rather Gruy, excuse me, and the kill there by Reichert. Got the showstopper there, McKinley Reichert. Not going to have too many big runs against Jackson Center.
Gives her 10 kills on the night. She's in double-double, or in double digits.
McPherson into the net, but the point's going to go to Jackson Center, 16-10.
Is that Reese and Butcher there with a block, with an assist block? I believe
it would
so,
be, yes. Yes. Yeah, Butcher was right there. Ludwig. Reese drops it home, 17-10.
You could feel that momentum changing there about when it got to 10-8, right after Reichert got that 1,000th dig. Trojans were playing really well until then. And then all of a sudden now just kind of kind of in scramble mode often.
And the point goes to the Tigers at the net, 18-10.
It's the 6th block of the evening for the Tigers.
It's kind of an impressive stat.
Yes, it is.
They'll collect the ace, and it's 19-10.
Audrey Bird.
Reese hammers it home.
Man, an overhit against this Jackson Center team is not a good situation for you.
That point went.
They call that out? Man,
sorry.
our perspective up here must be a little off, Dave.
I think I think there was a violation in there somewhere. Reese will get that one. Now the 20th point is on the board, and it's 20-11 Jackson Center. And Reese will get an ace.
She's putting together quite a set. 3 kills, an ace, and a block and a half.
And we got a timeout on that note, Jeremy. Botkins will take that second timeout. Our score, Jackson Center 21, Botkins 11. Jackson Center up 2-0 as you are watching high school volleyball on NK Telco Sports. – 21-11, Jackson Center with the edge as Presley Reese will serve. Boy, that had, not sure if that was a float or the knuckleball or whatever you want to call it.
I don't know what it was. Or a curve or a slurve, whatever those guys are throwing, but
it had
whatever they're doing.
Of spin. Meyer says it's better to play at the net. Riker. Walters in there. And Brown will get the point, and it's 22-11, or 12, 22-12.
Wanted to give congratulations to the Botkins Lady Trojans soccer team. Last night in their 4-0 victory over Spencerville clinched them a share of the WOSL title for the first time in program history. So congratulations to those young ladies.
Reichert with a kill. That's quite an accomplishment.
Quite an
Botkins
accomplishment.
has had some superb soccer teams over the years.
Absolutely, and they've had quite a number of young ladies come through that program who have been awfully good, going all the way back to Paige Lane and Carmen Euchre and Camden Paul and them. Camden Paul is the most recent.
Meyer will send it over. Bensman has a hand in it. And Jackson goes across the line, so it's 23-13. D. Lichtenberg tried to pull her back in.
Yeah, tried to stop her at the net there. You got to be careful of that when you're trying to help a teammate. Evidently, Patrick Mahomes just ruined my fantasy league team.
Now he has a way of doing those things to people.
Rashi Rice took him out at the knees.
Tatum Reichert. Loyal pull it out. Metz with a set to Meyer. Goes with a kill. Caitlin picks up the point. 23-14. Jana Metz in serve.
Caitlin Meyer's second kill of the night.
Reichert. Metz. Here comes Paul will take it across. Here comes the hit by Tatum Reichert. Metz. Braun Right side hit Reichert, and she'll get the kill. And that'll bring the Tigers to within a point. Sol Shamblin is going to see some playing time, as is Lily Davis, a sophomore. Saw her in the junior varsity contest. Get a little floor action here in the final moments.
Sol, a senior for the Tigers.
Reichert with a serve. Jackson, Shamblin. Point goes to Botkins, 24-15. Caitlin Meyer will serve. There's a conversation going on there. There'll be an ace between Kim Metz and the one official.
She said, "Come on now." He thought she meant a time. She wanted a timeout. She gave him the stink eye. Like, no.
That was a funny look. 24-17. Caitlin Meyer will remain in serve. I think those two know each other.
I think so too. They started laughing with each other a little bit.
That was a pretty good conversation. Davis sends it across. Trojans got it. Avery Jackson to Lichtenberg in the net. Point goes to Botkins, and it's 24-18.
Stella Braun with a block right there. Stella's gotten her hands on quite a few of them tonight of Lichtenberg's.
Caitlin Meyer. Lichtenberg. Jackson. Back over to Reichert. Drury with the hit, and the block goes out of bounds, and it's 24-19. Now Jackson Center will have a timeout. Tigers take the timeout. Botkins scored the last 4 points to pull to within 24-19 here in our third set. Jackson Center up 2-0. And we'll keep it right here as the Tigers go back out on the floor, as does Botkins. They just want to kind of slow the momentum down.
Tournament draw on Sunday, Dave.
Tournament draw is the 6th, yes.
Yes, for these teams. They're both being the north of the Southwest District. Fort Laramie will be the perennial number 1 seed. We would imagine the Covington Buccaneers, maybe 2. Either them or the Jackson Center Tigers.
Have to do an in-depth look at who each team has played. Reichert sends it deep. Tigers trying to finish this one up. There's the block by Lichtenberg and Tatum Reichert also. And it's a 25-19 victory for Jackson Center. So, Tigers won the first set against Botkins, 25-12. Took set number 2, 25-18. Third set, 25-19, Jackson Center 3-0 victory. And Jackson Center now has won 9 in a row, 12 of their last 13. And they will face Fort Laramie, the number 1 team in the state, on Thursday at Fort Laramie in the big test of the season for the Tigers. That means Jackson Center now stands at 13-6 and 7-3 in league play. Botkins, on the other hand, they are now 8-11 and 1-9. They will travel to Rushi on Thursday to face the Raiders in their next contest. Again, Jackson Center wins 25-12, 25-18, and 25-19. And time to take a look at our CAB report. Kills, aces, and blocks. And I'll tell you, Jackson Center had a lot of blocks tonight.
A lot of blocks, Dave. They finished the evening with 7 blocks. They were led by Dee Lichtenberg. who was part of 5 of them, either solo or assist blocks there. They were led by McKinley Reichert with 12 kills. Presley Reese had 7. Audrey Bird had 8. Marion Ludwig chipped in a couple of them from the setter position there. And Dee Lichtenberg had 4. Just an all-around complete game there for the Jackson Center Tigers. On the other hand, for the Botkins Trojans, they had 14 kills, 2 aces, and 2 blocks. They were led by junior Ashlyn Gruey, who had 4 kills. Caitlin Meyer had 3, and Stella Braun had 3.
So Jackson Center continues their winning ways, and just a nice win for the Jackson Center Tigers.
Hey, it's a good way to get going and get ready for the Fort Laramie Redskins, who are your last loss that you've had. They're the only one in the last 12 games. Now you're going to go over there and deal with the likes of that entourage. Should be real interesting. Should be a great game over there. We want to congratulate McKinley Reichert, 1,000 digs in her career tonight here in the 3rd set. They stopped it and got her the game ball. Congratulations to that young lady.
And if memory serves me correctly, I think Marion Ludwig also may have also accomplished 1,000 digs. I saw him with the photo there. Now the 2 sisters, I don't know if we can see it on our screen or not, but McKinley Reichert and Tatum Reichert together holding the sign. But I think Marion Ludwig also may have accomplished that as well.
She might have been involved in that stuff too. Those two have been around for a long time. Ludwig and Reichert have got a lot of games under their belt. Played a lot of varsity volleyball for Miss Kim Metz, and like you said, congratulations to that young lady and to her family and everything like that. That's to get to that point in her career. She's a Walsh commit going to the Division II Walsh Cavaliers up there in Canton in the GMAC. That's a lot of commitment for a family, so that's a big moment for them too.
Good things here for the Jackson Center Tigers as they pick up the victory. They now are 13-6 overall, 7-3 in Shelby County Athletic League play. That's going to do it for us from Jackson Center. I'm Dave Helmstetter. With me tonight, Jeremy Plyman. You have been watching high school volleyball on NK Telco Sports.